Marku. Hope all is well. It is indeed well. Today is indeed well. And we are here for some interesting possibilities. I don't know what I'm in store for. Alexis, greetings. Op, nice to see you. We are still waiting on Toaster. I'm going to be jumping into one of the voice channels with Toaster, so that he can kind of sit and talk us maybe through his thinking of it. Is there a download link yet? Not yet. I believe that Toaster's going to release it as we finish the seed. So once the Plando's done, once we've gone through this, Toaster's then going to link into the Discord, the 1.6 version. So I'm curious to see what's in this, because Toaster, I queried Toaster if there's any features added to this that he has not told us about, and he said yes. So I'm curious to see what we bump into. What are we going to discover? Now, one of the things I am going to do, this is the first Plando that I've played that utilises the new doors. So I am going to bring up the image of the doors, so I remember which ones are which. So I've at least got a reference for them. Let's get out of that. Let's grab that. And then jump in here. I see Pyro's already lounging.
Howdy, howdy.
How are you, Pyro? So yeah,
Not too bad. How about yourself?
yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Spent most of the day napping on my couch, which was relaxing, shall we say. Toaster with the knee deep in lava. Submitting the points. Was submitting those points.
Actually on time for once.
Hey up.
Hey.
Let's go. Shall we get started then, Toaster? Shall we get started? Let me unmute that. Mute that. We're getting some fusion suit as well. Okay. Let me sync balance this. This is still too loud in my ear. Going to be playing some chess as well? Jesus Christ. Everyone's just chucking in points now. Right, so fusion suit is on. We are expected to pick up the flamethrower if we discover it.
Hey, Toaster.
Hey, what's good? That's a good one. Good one, Alexis.
I will keep the music. Right then, let's minimize that, grab that. Let's see what we're in store for then. Curious. What if a flamethrower was used as a filler item? Then I guess I'm picking them all up.
Yeah, wait, what is the wording on that? Any. It says any found flamethrowers, plural.
Oh, fuck off! Really?
Okay. So this is the first one I sent you, which is okay. Just pretend like you don't have super missiles.
So
That's the only thing I changed.
This should be the new one.
It's the old one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're fine running this one. Literally, the only difference is you spawn on top of Op instead of in front of him here, and you don't have super missiles in the other one.
Okay.
So you're supposed to fight him with just charge beam. Yeah, other than that, everything else is the same between the two I sent you. And he's already an E-tank out.
Right, okay, so let's...
Toaster, you mad genius. I see what you did there. You removed the plasma lock.
Wow, that is huge.
Thank you.
Yeah, Toaster, I remember Toaster querying about that, whether we should try and get rid of it. Right, so let's see.
I was talking about the other one. The one by PCA.
Ooh, right. I thought you were talking about that one.
No, when I asked that, I had already done it.
Ah, right. The PCA one, is there not an issue with the PCA one if you go in OP backwards? I remember someone mentioning that.
Yeah, I heard that too, so maybe it's actually a good thing you played this, because I didn't test that seed all the way. I didn't have time, so...
Right, so... Missiles, E-Tank, I've got Morph Ball, got Power Bombs. I'm not got Supers. Got X-Ray, and we've got 2 suits worth of damage. Damage reduction. Protection, there we go.
Yep, it's progressive, if you cared. It's beautiful.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not the same without space jump, is it?
Oh yeah, I don't have space jump! That explains a lot.
How many missiles did I give you? Did you see?
69. 69.
And that's 2 A-tanks.
Curious as to how long we're going to be here for then.
I'll tell you what, if you die, you can use super missiles. How do you... I heard on some channels you could bet channel points.
Yeah, it's usually to do... I need to set up a prediction.
Yeah. So, like, a prediction could be, does he get power beam troopers here? Or is he fucked over by the other 3 options?
It's looking good so far.
So far, I see that you've implemented Start Anywhere.
Yep.
And you got rid of the plasma block going into OP.
Yep. God, the first time I play tested this, I got 6 plasma troopers and they were hanging on the wall.
Aww.
Right, you don't have anything to combat the troopers, beam troopers, which was one of my original plans to force the player.
Why'd that bounce?
You do have missiles.
I know, but I want them for kind of like the final phases.
When he's on that last E-tank. It's great, because if he backs you up in a corner, you can't just space jump out of the way.
Yeah.
So he'll like really fuck you up.
I'm not even going to waste my power bombs because I don't know the power bomb strat for this fight.
You have 8.
Well, there's... Ah! Right, I can get rid of you at least.
I didn't know you could get a mix like that.
Yeah.
I like
After
Skittles.
the first phase, it's always 2 identical pirates, and then after that, after that, it's always 3 random pirates, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a pair and a random, or it might be 3 random pirates. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I seem to get oops all red, so. My strategy in playtesting was just to constantly keep scan dashing.
With this being a new controller, it's actually... Whoa, I forgot he does that. Alright, come on, OP. Kill the pirates.
Might be time to be more liberal with your missiles, though.
I know.
Last trooper landing right in front of you to take the blast.
I've also just realised something else.
What's that, TGC?
We're missing scan visor.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's fun.
Your dashes, TGC. Oh, TGC.
I only gave you 8 E-tanks.
Oh,
He was a sliver off.
Oh.
Right, I'm just gonna chuck missiles at him when he's in thingy phase.
Yeah, you would have killed him
I didn't.
otherwise.
I didn't realize that he was actually that I could just rapid span missiles.
That and Oh, sorry, hang on. My cat. No.
I love this. I love this so much.
Right, okay, we're in.
Now you've done this, I'm just wondering how many people are going to start in this exact same predicament.
Where's the folder? Because I actually want to double check what that door actually is. It is a missile door. Cool.
Yep. Oh, you thought you were like wasting a missile.
Oh no. So TGC, you can do the pirate manipulation.
I know. I know.
Yep,
I just didn't get it.
Yep. Did you know you can fire your beam by pressing the A button? I'm very witty, I know. Ah, that was cool.
Well, I ain't dealing with these guys.
Oh boy.
This is the problem, like, with it being a new controller, my L button's still stiff. So getting lock-ons is a bit difficult, so I might need to go back to my other controller.
It's like a pair of shoes, you have to wear it in.
Run away!
Oof.
There's also a bit of RNG with the drops in this fight. Sometimes they drop all ultra energies.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get 8 missile.
Yeah, man. Right on top of a pirate somewhere. I jumped. Okay. 3 are pirates. Outside of the one that's climbing on the wall.
I now authorize the use of super missiles.
So, like, was it just a challenge that he wasn't to use the super missile?
Well, I sent him another version of the scene where you start in this room without supers.
Right.
Because the original intent was you're not supposed to have it, and then I needed to give it to him so he can get the item in Metroid Quarantine B.
Right.
But then I didn't realize that had implications to this fight, because you can one cycle this fight with supers.
Mm-hmm.
He almost has it.
Nope.
Red rope.
Oh boy, and that's a problem.
Yep.
Try to.
Right, I'm going to switch controllers because this L button is a little stiff. Give me a moment.
Yeah, controller blame. So, Pyro, where would you spawn the player if you could choose any room in the game?
I would need to think that over. I mean, there's so many obvious answers, right? Like sun chamber access, uh, quarantine monitor access. Although I guess that kind of the elevator kind of counts for that one.
There we go. What's chat saying? Can you just kill OP with power bombs? I actually don't know how you kill them with power bombs.
Yeah, you can. I actually don't go for it myself either, but I know that top players do. Yeah, but yeah, you can you activate your X-ray visor, yeah, and boosting away and all that shenanigans.
Okay, game first.
Nah, I'm not going to be able to get him because he's facing the actual pill itself.
Yeah, the RNG in this room really seems to be biased towards plasma pirates. You can really see how much comfortable you are with walking on and dashing with that controller.
There is a slight difference or issue with this controller though, because the L button doesn't always lock on. Like, it's the opposite of being too tight, where it's too loose sometimes. Oh, it's definitely a toaster party in here now.
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
bait Omega Pirate to smash it all.
Yeah.
They're goodies. I thought about giving you Phase on instead of like Varia here.
Getting some actual decent luck to ultras.
That'd be too easy.
Oh shit. What am I walking into? Outside of his leg.
Plandos have really given me an appreciation for 21% players.
Yeah, a lot of those strats could actually be helpful to know now. I want to see. I really need to review a 21% run.
How would
see
that
what
not
they do.
hit? Come on.
I still can't believe there's a hard single segment of it.
Yeah. Okay, you got this, TPC.
Keep those fingers moving.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, he's so close. Oh, you've got this. You've got this. If you, as long as you don't miss your charge beam shot here.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, so this controller, the L button is a lot more responsive, but sometimes it drops, whereas the other one's just too new, so it's not loosened up yet. Right, so I presume it's going to either be Ice Beam or the next room's going to be Ice Beam, depending on what the door is at the top. I wasn't paying attention to the map. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I figured it had to be ice beam.
How would you get up there?
Yeah, you can't get up there because of that.
Fun fact, if you come through this room backwards and jump down that elevator, you're soft locked.
Yeah.
Just stuck in that little room.
I think I remember somebody was talking about coming into OP from reverse and supposedly it messes up something up.
Yeah, I'll have to test that, because that'd be a good thing to warn Plandomakers about.
Right, so
Okay,
save
so now
station's blue, so that's fine.
you're supposed to have super missiles here now. So
Right, okay.
you can check. In the other seed, Op had super missiles.
Right.
I find it so funny that you're talking about your L button when Reggie's doing the exact same thing in his own stream.
I think this is a problem unless there's a slope jump that I can get up here.
Can you bomb jump?
He doesn't have bombs.
Oh.
That'd be too easy. Doing this without phasing would also be too hard.
You could also boost, I guess you could dash off the pirate, but I don't know if you can eat space jump for that too, now I think about it.
I was gonna try it, but
I love that he's just down here with you.
Haunting too. Yeah,
Every
it's so
single
weird how-
time I get up there and I want to dash, I get shot and it kills my momentum.
This is payback for you putting this in your scene.
Hey, at least my guys had the tools to go through it.
You do
There we
too.
go.
It's interesting. That's not how I did that. I sloped.
Oh joy, not again. You're a mean toaster.
It's not that bad.
Now, I'm just ad hocing a lot of this. I don't know if these are the options to do this.
Well, this is unprecedented, so it's all ad hoc. You're not supposed to backtrack out of ops room. That was cool.
Oh, you got this. Maybe you don't. Oh, you got it. Okay.
I got it. I'm finding new strats. Right.
Oh, that's why you have the 8. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
I couldn't get that jump for some reason. I think I was bending the wrong way. I ended up doing a slope.
And I think I died here. No, I've got this.
Uh-oh. Ah, okay.
Way!
That's why I gave you power bombs.
Hmm.
So you don't soft lock from the Metroid.
Well, technically, it will eventually let you go.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
But also, you need something to open that, and you can't open them with missiles.
Yeah. It's the
Could you imagine
Metroid Party.
Imagine if you didn't have face on suit.
Oh yeah, I'd be dead.
Yeah, this is a great example of what the new version provides.
Oh, you didn't even notice a change I made.
Oh, we didn't go to the missile station.
No. It was Metroid Quarantine B, there's a force field. You wouldn't be able to backtrack through it.
Oh, that's a good point. The
Oh,
force
yeah,
field's
good
down
point.
coming out. I didn't even consider that because we were.
Just walk through it.
Dude, I've got to go. Of course, the timing. Crazy.
At least
think
we've got
I'll-
space jump now, so
You feel comfortable down here now. You're not out of place.
I feel more comfortable overall. Down here's a little less so, but I've at least got the E-tanks.
Yeah, how many E-tanks did you give your players down here?
So when they come down, because they're only dealing with the pirates, they're not dealing with OP, so I think they can have a maximum of 9 when they actually get here. Well, if they go the ice path, that is, because if they go the actually I don't know. I need to recount. Well, hey. Now, this begs a question. Am I expected to now backtrack to OP and go through that direction? By the looks of it, that's a disabled door up there.
What is this? A plandomizer?
I know, right?
Did I miss any other change?
Cool, so... Oh, choose, come here.
And what did you pick up in this room?
Scan visor.
Oh, lovely.
Why? You made your own puzzle.
Now, what actual...
Doing?
So
What
you're
does
gonna
the-
clip through the door.
No, I'm actually... Right, okay. I'm getting my doors mixed up. I thought this might have
Oh,
been an
okay.
AI door.
No, AI doors have the runes.
The red
on
thing,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a red Chozo rune. And it's totally not just the word AI messed up, but the UV mapping. UV mapping, I mean.
I haven't seen a AI door yet because of just how seldom.
It's
Case,
weird. But
using them.
for testing, I made the texture the letters AI in Comic Sans, and then put them on the door. And then the way textures get mapped to the door kind of skews it. So I actually left it because it looks like Chozo text.
I'd love to see it at some point. Hopefully we will in the seed, maybe.
Maybe.
Wait, what was I standing on? Alright, there's a mushroom there.
I hate waiting for that.
Too flaccid.
I was gonna say, can you even make it from that mushroom?
From the top one?
guessing-
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually R jump to the other one just because it's more consistent.
I jump down and I slope jump up.
You can do that in this room?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, where the missile is on the ground, you just stand in the highest part and you just slope jump up.
I think you have face on suit.
Yeah.
That'd be so mean if I didn't give that to you. I don't think he's realized I'm about to make him do the same trick that he did in his own Plando.
Hey, I fought the way coming through. I'm fine going back in.
I just want to see how much you struggle with it. Because it's like you get the sense that the Plando maker can just breeze through everything they put in.
No, the actual hell run was purely accidental. Because when I started testing the seed, I got there and I was like, oh shit, what have I done to myself? And I made it through. I made it through and I was like, you know what? If I can do it, then it's not that bad. But it is like, it is an awkward room. Come on.
Yeah, and you're still low in health from doing it the first direction.
Oh, that's a lot of slowdown. Oh, and I missed it.
Do you usually play on Dolphin?
Yeah, I've been meaning to swap over to the console, but I want to buy an OSSC first. Whatever the fuck they're called.
Yep, open source scan converter is what's the abbreviation. The reason I'm kind of in the like I have the Wii for it, but I don't have the capture card for it. Or I have 3 capture cards and none of them work. The
Nice
one
and
that's built
easy.
into my computer, the PCI Express capture card has vertical screen tearing, and both my one of my USB capture cards is so old, and like I'm pretty sure introduces input latency. So I'm like, nope. And then the other one, for some reason, just doesn't work, and I don't know why. Just no picture.
Okay, let's see what's beyond the door. I remember you saying, do not leave it behind, yeah? That was the only soft lock. You end up leaving the PCA item.
I was making a point on how much I thought about soft locks and making it. It's like if you don't grab boost and you go to ventilation shaft, that's your own fault.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to avoid soft lock situations, but sometimes if a player just gets such an obvious item, it's like, well, what, you did this to yourself.
I wonder if the fact that it's lagging is because I'm actually on the practice mod. I know the practice
mod definitely doesn't. You should hide your. Oh, pause it.
Yeah, I should get rid of the.
Yeah, the overlay. I totally forgot you got rid of that. I didn't realize. Config, I think. Yeah. Just so click A on all the ones that says hide. So hide in game time.
There we go.
And yeah, input and FPS. Nope, you missed one. You missed the FPS.
There
you go. Yeah. It still might actually lag a little bit, but it won't be as bad.
Sorry about that. When I said, do you have practice mod, I just meant the, do you have it available?
I put it on just as a precaution in the sense that if there is something we encounter, then it's at least there.
It's there, yeah. Oh. I was hoping you wouldn't take it to keep the number.
I'm taking all the resources I can get.
What's your thought process about the elevator? PCA or PPC?
I saw that it was a grey door, so I was like, there's no point climbing it. Oh,
Of course,
some
it's a plasma
angles.
green door.
How did I trigger that from there?
You jumped
Really?
in the tank.
Did I jump in the tank?
Yeah. Which I think is the tricky point. I found it hilarious that you managed to miss the first time, but then jumped into it accidentally that time.
So I don't know if you can overlap practice mod with rando, but we can at least do it with the plando. So
It's under the hood, it's the same, so yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize you could do practice mod with rando.
Yep. Just make sure you do practice mod first.
No.
Right, okay, I know what I need to do.
Did you get rid of that barrier?
Yeah.
You did get rid of that barrier,
Good.
nice.
If you come up from ventilation shaft, you can't go through this room.
Right. So that's another change. That change really should be in the rando too.
Well, it doesn't matter because you can't come from that side.
That's amusing.
Yeah, so there's a box that when the doors open and you opened it from the bottom, it's a constant force pushing you up. So you can actually get up without space jump.
That's
it
cool.
works in multiple too. So since the room has to load a little bit, you actually get sucked to the ceiling until it opens. But you don't see that when you open it normally.
Are you mocking my laugh? Definitely not Solid Snake.
No, I think it's the pirate theme. Wah 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 wah
okay.
wah wah.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like going, it wasn't that bad.
Right, so that's a disabled door. So dynamo's off limits. That's good to know.
I guess someone's self-conscious about his laugh then.
Not usually. Sorry if that went right, Mike.
Might go back and kill the pirates in MQB just as a fuck you.
What did I put here?
Oh yeah.
No. I didn't know if you need this, so.
I don't know spiralist shafts for that side, but I can climb or processing without spider.
Oh, you're welcome then.
Yeah, that's kind of the bowl I'm in. I think spiderless shafts is both TGC and I's like final trick to learn.
For rando purposes, yeah. Like, I know how it's done, I've just never practiced it.
I practiced it and it is, oh boy, it's a doozy.
So what triggers the Metroid layer here then?
I think it's your second time in this room.
Is it maybe MQA going down? Because we've not been through MQA.
That, yeah, that's a really good theory too.
Oh yeah, it's the cutscene where the Metroids get unleashed. Metroid's gone wild.
Oh boy, 8 power bombs and you're already out of them.
That's fine, they'll start dropping them. Wait, vanilla? Really? I'll take it.
Oh, you took it.
The room I'm really worried for you for is Elite Research. Because I don't know where you're going to
We've
get
got charged plasma, and we've got ice.
I mean, just to...
Oh, for opening it? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't know of anything nearby that drops PBs.
Oh. Well, you have the ability to reload the room.
You do. It's just going to be a pain in the neck to get
Yeah,
PBs.
you're gonna have to.
If you can proceed into the room outside of Storage Depot A, then it's fine.
I authorize the use of practice mod.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry.
Fair
If we don't get it, so if we struggle to get a power bomb drop, we'll do it.
See, when I struggle to get a power bomb drop, I go for not the room that's connected to the flamethrower room.
Have you not done this? He looks confused.
No, I know. No, I was actually thinking if I should go back to get power bombs now.
Just use this practice mod if it comes to that.
So then, this is where I put Ice Beam in the second version.
Ah. I swore I downloaded the second version unless I didn't actually transfer the world layout over. And I kind of rebatched it.
In regards to what exactly?
I sent him 2 versions because he started with super missiles in here,
Right.
and that was to get the item out of the thing in Metroid Quarantine B. But I didn't realize when I playtested it, I didn't want him to have super missiles for that fight at the beginning because that just trivializes it. So then I made him a second version where Ice Beam is in this room. And then he's Metroid Prime, or sorry, Op has super missiles.
There we go.
You should probably clarify that you're talking about OP and not me.
Do you know I was actually about to say that? Ops hoarding my supers somewhere. Right, we've got...
So amusing.
This is the best room for that because of how long it takes to load. So if you unload this room all the way by going to the other door and then go to that, you just get glued to the ceiling.
And out.
Sorry, they can dance.
Is Ice Beam stronger than Plasma?
Probably not.
The single charged ice is supposed to be better than single charged plasma. But because I'd rallied so many missiles into him, I was like, well, I may as well just kind of go with the ice route.
Right.
Like, charged plasma is probably better. I just naturally go towards single ice, because I'm used to not having charge beam for fights for the backup. Right, let's go get missiles.
I authorize you to give yourself more missiles.
Woo!
Oh, You missed the trigger.
And then fell back through. No? Don't want to drop missiles? Rude.
Let's use menu mod.
Otherwise, you might have to backtrack to the missile station if you can.
Oh, we ain't doing that. But yeah, we'll just give us some missiles because... Oh, Jesus, what are you doing?
Wait, can he?
Menu mod.
Give himself missiles or backtrack.
Backtrack.
I think so.
I could.
You can backtrack, but screw that.
Yeah, I might have put it in
No, I mean if you didn't have menu mod.
Yeah, if you didn't have menu mod, you could backtrack. Although getting to that missile station is a bit of a pain without grapple.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just asking if it could be done.
Yeah, it should be able to, because, like, we climb back up.
No... They're all blue doors, so yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'd just be a long journey, because you need to go all the way to PPC, down and back through OP. Hey, when it comes to the op special settings, I always get stung with a charge beam, right? I end up having everything bar a charge. Ooh.
How are you doing that?
Doing what?
Jumping 5 items on the list.
Just left and
Is
right.
that LNR?
Because it goes up by missile expansion rather than individual missiles.
No, I was saying you were jumping up and down the list like 5 items at a time instead of scrolling slowly.
I think it's right trigger. No, that's
These
not,
jump up and down top and bottom.
Oh,
LNR.
I didn't know.
Oh, no, it's the
Sorry,
C-stick. It's the C-stick. Left and right on the C-stick allows you to jump up and down by 5.
That's nice. Good to know. Because the room lists are really long and take a while to scroll.
Whee!
Because it's a floating point, so it just uses everything.
So.
believe it or not, Alexis, the game actually is always tracking your health to that degree. Which is why if you take damage, sometimes you might not take damage, like the number might not go down, but you're actually going down in decimal.
Yeah, someone did a damageless run in this game, and they had to like reset when they took damage, even if it didn't go down to 98.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone made a mod that boots you into the main menu every time you take any damage.
I was always wondering why it didn't go down. Well, sometimes when I got hit.
And definitely not Solid Snake. I believe you can. So you can change what inventory you have. You can warp to any location in the game, and you can make it or hide or display certain things like in-game timer, your speed, etc., and your position, and all that jazz.
Have you
I
done
don't
something
remember
with
the
this
other
door?
options.
Doesn't this door get locked when the wave pirates drop down?
Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't deal with the wave beam pirates, did you?
Does he
That
wave
way.
beam?
I don't have wave beam, so
Oh boy.
you've removed the layer on the actual door locking.
Wait, why are you just now getting this cutscene?
Oh no, because I went back in.
Oh.
So there's two cutscenes, but they never spawn a... Oh, come on.
Yes, I removed the door locks in this room so you can traverse it without wave beam.
Oh boy, geez, you having trouble there?
They were too busy fondling the ball, they wouldn't let me buy.
Is there a way to make enemy AI those shadow pirates claws or whatever they are?
To make them what?
You know the claws that they kind of swipe at you with and they're lunging at you?
What about it?
Could you make those enemy AI to open doors?
I don't think so. I saw you messing around with that. I set every single weapon that I have access to open AI doors that aren't player weapons, so it's some different kind of damage, or it's scripted to deal damage to Samus and nothing else.
I remember another conversation that was had.
Good listening. I locked you in this room just in case you forgot.
Come on,
You
let
wanna
me
walk us through?
I'll show it.
You wanna walk us through what you're thinking?
I'm expecting Wave Beam to be at the top. And the rubble.
How are you supposed to open the rubble without the wave beam?
Watch and see.
Oh, unless you've removed the wave beam trigger.
Oh.
I remember
Oh, snap.
Toaster talking about changing the weapon properties on that.
Interesting.
Need
That's
to
really
not move
neat.
my mouth so much.
That's really neat, but I also like see that being really confusing for players.
Yeah, I think that's something you gotta put in your readmes. If you use that, put it in your readme.
Yeah.
Flame on, by the way.
Because you run into the danger of like too many arbitrary things. Like, oh yeah, by the way, in the Plando you can do this. Oh yeah, in the Plando you can like. Well, that's still really neat though.
Yeah, I mean it's an option, right? It's not. You don't have to use it.
Hey, Diggle. How are you? I hate this slope passion.
You just missed this panel being open with power beam, Diggle.
And backwards lower mines.
I started with Omega Pirate being the first required check. There we go.
Yeah, pretty much spawning outside of his room.
Ah, yeah. Not Wave Beam, but it is Flamethrower. I expected something.
Also the plasma door lock in front of OP is removed. There's a lot of changes in this version. Or potential.
You have the glitch. You have the charge beam glitch. I think you got rid of it.
I had a charge beam glitch?
Yeah, where when you shoot your gun normally, you see the charge beam every time you fire.
Ah, had the. Wait, what? Why am I tiny? What did you do? I was not prepared for that.
Oh, what are you talking about? That looked normal to me. She always looks like that. She always stands around looking at the walls.
So, my question, right, if you can do that, is that a cutscene only thing, or are we capable of doing that full stop, where we can have the adventures of Mini Samus?
I guess you can walk in morph ball tunnels. I'll write that down. To answer your question, since it's a cutscene, her model has a scale, like the semi, you can scale the size of items. So I just turned the scale. She's 1/3 the size.
Ah, right. That was amusing. I enjoyed that.
Gosh, you give me a mega mushroom power up and it doubles her size. You got an E-tank.
That'd be a hilarious modifier, yeah, if you're like half your height, like the size of an ant. So you can literally walk through morph ball tunnels without morph ball.
But I guess the tree's also an E-tank. Yep.
But then it makes it difficult to
Oops,
actually
all
make
E.
taller jumps.
It's kind of better than missiles, but considering I started with like a bunch of E-tanks, kind of prefer the missiles.
I mean, they're optional. Just like if you feel like you wanted a health refill and all that jazz. Yeah, sometimes I just use E-tanks as filler items.
Roger, Roger, Diggle. It'd be amusing if there was a way of actually making her shrink in the cutscene. So, like, as she's going down the elevator, you just see her model getting smaller and smaller progressively.
Yeah, it's like 3 separate scenes, so like that's the actual player.
Right, so
And then
wave.
it comes to like a model of her.
Give me that. Oh, we're getting Alexis's favourite meme.
Oh, I forgot I did that.
I wonder, is there a way to cheat your way up here?
I tried it in playtesting for like 2 minutes, and then I was like, I need to figure out how to finish the scene. It's gonna hit the thing and lose all its momentum.
Hold it. What did Zoomer do to you?
Everything. It's his fault I started at OP. That Zoomer's now Toaster. Ow, my foot. But then, welcome to ship. When I was messing around with early space jump ability. The way to get up there with a bomb jump. I fucked it. Fucked it. An SSG? Oh, spring space jump, yeah. We don't got the spring space jump in this though.
I don't think we saw a missile lock. That's the only missile lock in the game. I don't know if any of those rooms are supposed to have them, but
I don't think there's much in the way of... Oh, fuck. I was not prepared for that.
what were you saying?
I don't know if there are missile locks in lower mines. Upper
There
mines,
are none.
actually.
There's none in Phase and Mines, period.
Oh yeah, yeah, you did that. Well, yeah, that's the only missile lock in the game. I wanted to show you that the siege you're
Get rid of
thinking
them.
about can be done. So.
Yeah.
So you got rid of the missile lock, yeah?
Yep, yeah, the missile lock is gone. It doesn't break on power beam.
Oh, did it break on Power Beam?
Yeah, well, that's what I told people I was gonna do, and then I figured out to just remove it.
So sorry, I looked away, like, so it's been straight up removed.
Yeah, well, the only missile lock that physically exists in this Plando is the one you just broke.
Okay.
But we need to see any because Mines doesn't have any. But yeah, like I said, I put this together pretty quickly. It's not a long scene, but that's pretty much it.
So was there anything I missed then?
Let me think. I'm just sad you don't also have the funny sound effects.
Wow.
you ever want any hand with actually putting those effects in TGC, I would be more than delighted to help you with it.
Yeah, I probably will at some point.
Or just music in general.
Oh.
Oh, I remembered something.
The artist can also be changed too. Sorry, go ahead, Toaster.
Hold on.
Anything missed journey-wise? If IC is on, then it shouldn't be here because we don't have wave, unless we're expected to skip the wave requirements.
Yeah, I remembered it. I put this in too. Silly me, I forgot. Oh, you can't even see the text. That's great.
Okay. Right.
Which way do you go?
I think I'm expected to go this way. Mr. Reginald coming in with a raiding party of 41. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Holy moly.
a very confusing Plando.
Oh man, y'all just missed the warp.
I literally just beat Ridley, stepped into the portal, and have ended up in the middle of Frigate Orphean. I am confused.
Hey TGC, you have space jump. You don't need to do that.
That's practice. Yeah, fuck it. So,
You also have boost ball.
I'm so not used to coming through here with, like,
Everything.
all this stuff. It's so disorientating.
Can you, for me, please, can you flamethrower Parasite Queen? Since
Yes.
it's a flame on site.
Oh my god.
I will happily do that.
Oh.
The cutscene probably will, yeah.
Unless there's a twist there. Unless you managed to get rid of that cutscene entirely.
Well, so here's the funny thing, and someone else can figure this out.
Or
Let's see
don't
the works
spoil.
on this. Because of the changes I've made to 1.6, I've
Mhm.
introduced item loss skip to Metroid Prime 1. If you wall crawl around the trigger and go back to Talon, you'll skip losing your items.
Okay.
But of course, that's not intended for this, because TGC barely knows IBF.
You're authorized to use 250 missiles. Let's go. Hasta la vista. Oh, he's gonna be so hard to.
Anybody want cooked parasite?
So definitely not Solid Snake. If you skip the item loss cutscene, when you get in the vanilla game, when you get placed on Talon 4, it acts like you triggered the item loss cutscene anyway. So even though it is faster to do the secret world to skip the cutscene, you're still going to end up losing your items. With the Plando, now that if you go out of bounds and skip that cutscene, when you get warped back to Talon 4, wherever that may be, on Talon 4, you will actually keep your items. If I'm understanding Toaster correctly.
Yep, that's correct.
Oh, the pirate on the right, by the way, that one is a very
That's the one,
special
yeah.
pirate. Yeah. Is it both of them or just the one on the right? Or are we
I
not
don't
sure?
know.
Yeah.
I looked at it. TGC, please remember your boost ball. It's so much fun.
Ah!
Yeah, I've seen someone speedrun this game with all items. It was really interesting to see.
It's a task that does it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it skips all of this because of that. Oh, he almost made the jump. You can like land on that ledge if you boost hard enough. I wanted to see if I could make the timer really short. I didn't have time to look at that. Just imagine if you only had 2 minutes to get out of here.
Oh man.
But you have boost ball.
Right. Fair enough. I was gonna say like 2 minutes like seems too tight. But with this ball, yeah, that might actually be. Because when does the timer start at again? Does it start at
It's like
7?
7. I don't know. 6. And with boost ball, you can beat the piston and get smashed in the wall.
That's what I was actually very conscious of. I didn't want to, just in case.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
actually.
do damage.
Yeah, it just pushes you to the end of the court.
Ah. Hey, I just killed this guy. What the fuck?
He came back. Hey, thank God you picked up grapple, because that's a soft lock I forgot about. If you did pick it up there, I don't think you could beat this round. And we'd have to reset.
Well, I've got
even
gravity.
No. It's like pretty much hard required that you need grapple for this.
He's testing to find out.
Because you've got gravity suit, you're not...
I'm just fucking with you.
I figured you were.
Yeah.
You can DBJ.
Alright, here's the moment of truth.
Hey, where does this send me? Wake up in Fendrana or something? For my Thardis?
It's funny. The code for losing your suit here is the same one when at the very end of the game when you lose phase on suit. So in the cutscene there, it actually showed you stripping down to the gravity suit. But you actually lost gravity suit too.
Such a shame we don't get a messed up model. I don't play this section often enough to remember what the hell actually goes on.
That's really funny. You don't need to see that.
I know. I was like, what?
You can also set doors here, so you can force players to do the wall crawl.
Oh, that's nasty.
I meant to put like a charge beam door or something right there just to show you. So, Diggy thinks we're going to credits now.
There's nothing to prevent the...
Do not put me back in front of OP.
Yeah, now you have to do it with 0 items.
Can you make it so the item loss sequence doesn't make you lose items? Or just get rid of the trigger?
I'm 1.6. I might mess with this more, but
Yeah.
there's some weirdness with that.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't even going.
Well, this text ain't any use.
Okay, so I've got the rest of the game to now explore with Wave.
Okay, so here's something that's interesting. So shoot that door with wave.
Yeah, okay.
What the
So
heck?
It's a power beam only door. And the reason for that is you can do the same thing that is done in the 3% echoes task, where if you're holding plasma beam, as you lose your items, you get to keep it, as long as you don't switch back to power.
Ah. So what I've actually done is I've just fucked myself by taking all of those E-tanks then. You absolute asshole.
I muted myself and I did like a little dance.
That's why you were ecstatic earlier.
Rude.
You're probably wondering when I was going to give you wave beam. That was probably not what you expected.
I didn't expect that. I expected, like, when you were talking about how short it was, I was expecting to maybe have just finished it Ridley.
Yeah, I was leading you on.
So, yeah.
Of course you were.
Right, so I've actually got options then, because I could go back to Chozo, or I could explore what's at the bottom of.
It's a charge beam door blocking you from getting to Chozo.
Oh right, okay.
Ooh.
That's the AI door.
Oh.
I was prepared for
Alright,
that.
I wanted to see it though.
Did you not?
Oh. You barely looked at it.
The door opened in front of me.
Yeah, but you looked at it for like 1 second. I didn't get a good look.
I can't keep the door like in a perpetual state of not opening or opening. I don't know.
I mean, like, I just wanted to see it closed.
All right, we'll see it next time we're back up. Presuming we have to go back that way. Wait, what?
Don't presume anything.
I'm so fucking confused. Elevator's just taking me to random rooms. Okay, so that elevator just lit. Ah. Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't even know if I can make that with.
You've got the X-ray visor. Use it. Okay. Too late. Yeah, you can't make it now. You might have been able to make it from the top if you go back through that elevator. Do you need the item in Root Cave?
That elevator always takes you to Arbor Chamber, Chris.
Alright, so we can at least go back up and grab it. I need to reset
that
this.
item Root Cave?
TGC, it resets when you go through the elevator.
Oh, I know. I'm going back to heal up because I don't want to risk like dying. So we've not actually saved in a while.
I didn't realize that. But you can even save and forget. Jeez.
This is actually confusing as fuck. What?
Guess I get my wish of seeing the AI door after all.
Gonna see more of it. I don't even have missiles, so I can't deal with that guy appropriately.
Yes, the only way, or the second AR door to get out of Root Cave, that only works if you come from the top, because otherwise the blood flow is an aggro. So you either need space jump or an elevator that takes you up.
Also, something else that I just realized: you can't put 2 AI doors, or you could, but you shouldn't put 2 AI doors in that room.
Yeah, because if he kills it, it's locked.
Yeah.
I never really thought of that until now.
Yeah, the warping to the frigate really is a bit of a mindfuck snake. Starting halfway inside frigate, escaping frigate, and then getting dumped back on the planet. Tiny Samus! That is amusing. How... Is there a limit to the scale that you can mess with?
Sorry, is there a limit to what?
The scale, the size of Samus that you can mess with?
No, I can make her bigger, I can make her smaller. I can make the platform bigger or smaller.
Hmm.
How are you supposed to reach this? Like, just a jump? Whee!
I'm curious to know if there's a scan dash I can do with it. So...
There's probably multiple ways to do it. The way I found is like 95% consistent.
If she wasn't huge enough in Smash.
That's Ridley you're thinking of.
Is there a way to make it a random percentage scale? So that every time you go in an elevator it's a different size of Samus?
I could randomly set each elevator, I think. Yeah, each elevator I could set to a random size.
Right, so the
I could not, in testing, I could not get that R jump. But it was, my R jumps are sloppy.
I'm not very practiced on single jump R jumps. I'm not particularly great at them.
Do you want the strat as well? So you don't have to do this over and over?
Is it a scan dash? Is there something I can lock onto to try and dash over?
There's
Or
a red beetle.
There's a red what?
There's the red zoomer, whatever you call him.
there he is.
And it works out great. Yeah, so you have to bend it backwards. I mean, you have to be kind of back to begin with, but it works.
Yeah, that's fine. At least I know that's there now.
And you're not aiming for the platform. You're just gonna go straight in the hole.
Oh, right. So we're just scanning straight in, right?
Yep.
I was
Although
for
you
some.
say scan, even though it's a combat dash. But...
Yeah. I always
like
say scan dash.
Scan dash because it's an exploit. Because combat dashing is intended by the game.
Yeah.
What we mean is the stupid exploit jump that we do is
Whoop.
speed people.
I slid off there. That was weird. Well, I guess we're back here.
I'm really enjoying how many times you have to go through this room. Actually.
The fact I've got the elevator music constantly.
No, I didn't even notice that.
Like, this is just one big elevator.
So you'll keep the elevator music until you hit a music trigger. You'll notice I actually turned off the whooshing noise. Because the whooshing noise will follow you until you take a real elevator.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that. Something about.
I can't watch without TG stream being very loud, so is that like completely gone now?
I thought
Yeah, the whooshing is completely gone.
I didn't let go.
Just held all LT the entire time.
Yep. We'll get this, don't worry, chat.
One eternity later.
Everyone's just enjoying seeing Mini Samus, though. Now, Reggie.
I'll never get tired of it.
Reggie, would you prefer a miniature Samus that size or a Minitroid? They're the same colour.
What if I swapped her model out for a Metroid?
Woo!
Good job. And remember, it's an AI door to get out, so...
Yeah. Thank you.
I feel like that was an appropriate amount of challenge. I'm happy with how that went.
Yeah, that was unexpected requirement. And this has been quite an interesting showcase of shenanigans.
Yeah, so to summarize, we have, when he started a new save file, he spawned in front of Omega Pirate. When he finished Omega Pirate, he was able to walk out of Elite Quarters access without the fridge light lock. The force fields were gone that stopped him from being able to go through lower mines backwards. He was able to shoot...
What?
Wait. Oh yeah, this too.
What?
Oh no. Did you save? Back you go.
God
You came here.
damn it!
He came through here on the first time with various suits.
So you would never have noticed.
Yeah.
Oh man, and the fact that you took all the E-tanks.
Fuck. I hope it's only Chozo Plaza. I hope the rest of it, like the little connecting rooms, are fine. Or we're gonna have a bit of an issue.
Did you really need to pick up all 13?
I didn't think that was gonna be the end. I didn't think it was gonna keep going. Played with my heart.
You might want a menu mod and some E-tanks.
No, it's fine. We'll do this. We'll do this the developer intended way. You put that there as a trap and I fell for it. We'll make do. Somehow. I done fucked myself. Yeah.
There was no way you could have predicted that. You've never been punished for picking up an item in this game.
You'll see it in just a sec. But you've missed a lot, to be honest. If you...
I was summarizing what we've learned.
Yeah.
So, he activated a power conduit panel, which is powered beam. Fancy doors, of course, if you haven't seen those. So, like, there was an ice spreader door. There was a vertical door connecting two rooms. That was a bomb door, so you had to, like, DBJ through it.
Those also be disabled. Or
Yeah,
changed into
doors.
things. Sweet.
We just saw Root Cave, which had, you have to use the blood flowers projectile to open the door.
Alright, I'll pay attention to now.
He came through here first with various suit.
Yeah,
He
you're
went back
about
to
to
stage.
see.
Rude.
Yeah, I totally expected you to pick up every single E-tank. And I'm so happy you did.
The thing is, though, right? None of the E-tanks would be accessible with the current loadout I've got, so I can't even grab them in this run through.
Yeah, I was also like emotionally though.
Ah, fuck.
The one you could have gotten was the one under the ship.
True.
Can you also tell a room to remove heat damage?
No.
Okay.
It would be very, very easy. That's not a feature.
Right.
I figured if you wanted the player to go through a heated room, you could give him barrier.
Yeah. Well, the main one I was trying to think of is, it's magma pool that's the culprit. Because I originally wanted the player to run for the entire game, but I had to give them very suit for that going further. But that's again first world problems. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at a layer of that room that has water instead of lava. That layer probably isn't superheated. So.
Great. I think it's acid, though, not water.
Oh. Interesting.
I could be wrong. But yeah, you started outside of OP's lair. There was a plasma lock in front of the OP that's been removed. The scan barrier and MKB has been removed. Power conduits, e.g. main quarry, can be powered with any beam.
The wave beam pirates at Mine Security Center.
Oh, yep, that's a good one.
You can walk past him and leave the room without killing him.
It's mine security station.
Okay, we made it through.
No, Reggie.
Made it through. I need to be careful of just running into a room now if I'm going to get hit with superheated stuff. Oh, okay. You know what? Just as a precaution.
Snake, Ridley is dead. What you saw in the frigate was a ghost.
Yeah, it was Samus's PTSD kicking in.
Or just showing, he's just saying, I'll get you in the next game, Samus.
Yeah, that's Meta Ridley getting repaired for Omega Ridley fight in Prime 3.
Don't forget the Meta Ridley fight in Prime 3 as well. On Norian.
Is he Meta at that point? So he is, yeah.
Yep. Oh, have I got every change listed there? Oh gosh, that did not. Formatting, thanks Twitch.
Now, it's been a while since I've done this.
There will also be a change log.
Okay.
It's like, no, screw you. You have to go back through the main plaza again, of course.
Of
You
course.
don't just get to go to the next leg. without going.
Get these guys out of the way. Don't bother me for what's... Okay. You're not making me do what I was expecting. I figured I maybe have to do a wall boost for this.
No, I just wanted you to fumble around and take a bunch of damage before going back into the heat. Is really what I wanted. Oh, interesting that missile lock was there.
What?
Is that a room you guys missed? Maybe. There was a missile lock over the map station.
Oh yeah.
Dude, let me look at the DM, because if you didn't send that to me, I wouldn't have gotten it.
That missile lock wasn't meant to be there, right?
I was just supposed to remove all of them that I knew of.
Yeah.
So you said Chozo Ruins. What is that room called?
That's ruined.
That's gallery. Yeah.
Gallery.
Yeah.
Ruined
Yep.
Gallery. Yeah, so you didn't tell me about that, so I didn't remove that lock.
We did. I 100% caught that one.
All that
This
matters
was
that it
actually-
needs fixed.
Yeah. I swore we did. Hang on, Reggie.
I'm looking at it right now.
Where's the post?
Doing this vanilla, jeez.
Missile.
Oh, and I even fucked up.
Where's the list again?
I just sent it to you on the no mic.
Oh no, Mike. Post it again. Okay.
Of course, I took a screenshot like an idiot, but yeah.
I swore I wrote that down when I messaged Reggie.
Or it affects literally no one.
Right, so Tower of Light is not
Yeah,
in
I
logic.
wrote it in my post to. Yeah, it was mentioned in my post to Reggie.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I made you do the scan dash minus J?
Off the tree. I've been meaning to learn that actually. The weird kind of scan dash, the slow pop off the tree.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. If you had space jump, you didn't have to do that fancy tech.
I know, but
There you go. There's one missile
Oh.
block gone.
Yep. Yeah, they're all of them are gone except for that one.
right, so
That one,
plant's dead. Plant's not a thing.
Yeah, that's disabled.
It was disabled from the elevator side. Just as a safety chat. Taking
Find
a
out
good
there's a
old...
plasma beam door right in front of you and you can't get out of the save station room.
I promise there's nothing like that in this, but feel free in your plan.
Oh hey, Supers. Now we can get that E-tank in the tree.
It isn't there anymore.
Right, so that's disabled.
Yeah, again, I'm just saving you time. You can go there and pick up missiles if you want, but do that on your own time.
What would we lose?
Hmm.
I think op.
Yeah, he went AFK.
Is that automatic on the server?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I can pretty easily remove any lock in the game. So like I can remove the lock on Zoid, so you can just check his like cavern item.
Oh, okay. You don't actually need to fight it.
But that doesn't change any logic. It's just quality of life. You know, like if you could leave Thardus without killing him, or
Right.
so I didn't know if people like that or if that ruins the spirit of the game. Like,
I tried to powerbomb that.
why?
I don't know.
He just loves wasting power bombs.
Op's running errands at the moment, so he's watching his phone.
It's not.
Roger. I just realized you could actually make this fight absolutely a nightmare by making it a heat room.
Oh, that would be good.
With the,
Then
with the RNG though.
That's exactly why that would be so torturous.
You have to, it's like, it's here, it's available from the start. You just have to find enough E-tanks in the world to finish it. It's got like the one artifact you need.
And
What you do actually is you make it always available. So the player can come in here at any time to get that one artifact. This is more a case of confidence level.
That's, yeah, that's what I was saying.
The wild.
You could also put in an E-tank in the item, in the tunnel. So when they think they're halfway through the fight, they can pick it up.
Yeah, that would work.
I was torn on making that flamethrower.
Right, time for some magic donuts.
The Flagra fight would be pretty good, superheated, because most of the time you spend on that room is cutscenes. You're actually done with the fight pretty fast.
it'd be difficult to balance it between experienced players being able to do the skip and newer runners, but I guess, you know.
Yeah, well, if you have space jump, it's more accessible. I forgot who. I think Zeke has this as the Jeopardy theme.
Well, that's incredible.
I would make it the British countdown theme. Have you ever seen the show?
Yes. Du-du-du-du.
Da-da-da-da-done. When it gets to the end of the puzzle time. Oh man, I need to do that now.
Only thing is DMCA.
I don't think it would get flagged too much. Considering we're in a category they wouldn't expect it.
Algorithms.
I hate this tunnel sometimes. What have we got since the top of Root Cave? Yeah. So, the biggest thing that we discovered was that Chozo Main Plaza was superheated. And I took all of the E-tanks when I passed through it the first time with Varia, not knowing that it was superheated. So I then had to go back through it with no E-tanks.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame you weren't there for Alexis. That's probably the highlight of the run so far, I'd say.
Now, I'm waiting for the water physics to kick in at some point. Oh, that was my L button not locking. So that's the issue that I have with this controller, is the L button doesn't lock sometimes.
But yeah, Alexis, so Root Cave, you have to use the blood flower to get into Root Cave. Then there's an AI door stopping you from getting out of Root Cave. You can't leave Root Cave because with space jump just from the bottom, because the blood flower at the top isn't aggravated at you. So you get Morph Ball from the Root Cave tunnel, and then the transport takes you to Arbor Chamber. Arbor Chamber has X-ray, and you use X-ray and you do a scan dash to get into the Root Cave item, which is Charge Beam. And then on your way down, you aggro the blood flower to leave. Charge Beam lets you get to Main Plaza, which is superheated. And then he had to go on like all these side paths of Main Plaza to like duck from the heat and find health.
I am having fun. This is a very interesting experience because I have no idea what's round the corner.
That's why I wanted to do this, because I was like, these changes are too funny for someone to not know what they are beforehand. You can make this way harder.
In what sense?
I just like, you can make more things superheated.
Oh,
you
right.
can make mean with the item loss. You can like all sorts of stuff.
I think overall so far the funniest thing is getting dumped into Frigate Orpheon. I think that's probably that's probably what tickled me the most, is thinking that we were done, not knowing where we were going because the text was garbled with the Prime practice mod, and then spawning inside the frigate.
When you take that artifact temple elevator, it always says Impact Crater.
Yeah, that's true. It's when Impact Crater's off, this is Impact Crater, and then it goes.
True.
Yeah, and I chose that, well, A, because it's the Ridley fight and you think we're ramping up, to B, because you can't, there's nothing to scan, so you can't see where it goes before stepping in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yay, we're done, and then, okay, I'm taking all your items away. But here's Wave Beam.
Yeah, there's so much potential. Like, we say this every release, but it's true.
So does this change what you and Alexis are gonna...
Wait, you didn't get the Hall of Elders item. Oh wait, you did, never mind.
Started with it. Oh fuck.
Yeah. Oh boy. Not on the Butter Toads. The Butter Toads, they betray him.
I love this because people like fumble on that so much. And then you're like, oh no, switch to missile. I did this assuming you didn't fight Zoid.
Ah.
So it's tighter.
Zoid again? What did you have? Oh,
2 E-tanks.
Energy tank and... Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I think seeing what is possible. One of our Plando plans, I think, has just opened up a can of worms now. Because we've got 3 different things that we had like in concept, and one of them very much hinges on something that you have just supplied us, and it's now going to be even more enjoyable to mess around with. Oh fuck!
Yeah, why
You
do you
didn't
think I
see
gave
the
you
elevator
money?
text.
Wait, is this doable without
Without what?
Phazon suit?
You have face on suit, don't you?
No,
Oh no, you don't.
or base suit?
Oh snap!
Damn it.
This came up in a conversation the other night. So I wasn't going to fall for it.
Yeah. I forget who, but someone said, wouldn't it be funny? You climb all the way up to Exo, and then his door is a flamethrower door.
Is it?
And you're supposed to think back about the 2 flamethrowers you picked up and go, oh shit, is one of them for after item loss?
Oh, Hacks, you just missed the demonstration of the new Plando version.
So any
Oh, that's
any
time, by the way.
So it is.
any elevator, you can send to credits, regardless if impact craters on or off. So impact craters. So
Oh
it's in the game.
yeah!
That just made the idea I had for Plando much more interesting.
Do you want a list or do you want to watch the VOD?
I will just, yeah, just tell me, because I'm probably not going to get around to the pod anytime soon. Hey, Diggle.
Hey, Diggle. Right,
Diggle,
so let's take a look at the credits item list just to see if there's any shenanigans. Because we obviously couldn't. There was a lot of the game not there. Yep. Yeah, I think you used all the main items, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, you got everything. You started with a bunch of stuff, but then after item loss, I gave it back to you. With
Yeah.
Toaster, do you want to list all the changes?
Let me pull up
I've
the
got-
change.
Yeah.
Let me actually I'll actually look at it because I have it typed out for when I'm going to put it on GitHub.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Beat that speedrun of 17%. Can he do that, eh?
you can now do echoes low percent. You can probably beat the game. You just need the 4 beams and phase on suit. Interesting. Yeah, looking at that, you can probably beat 21% with being able to go back to the frigate at any time.
Oh, that was.
Anyways.
Yeah, on you go.
Okay, so in main plaza, that door, if you enabled it 2 ways, it was always blue. Now it can be any color.
Okay.
So it was way beaming us. That was a bug in 1.5. If you made typos in your layout, it would choose a random door color that's fixed. If you send an elevator to impact crater, the whooshing noise would follow you. That's fixed. So those are the bug fixes. Features: you can patch frigate doors. You can patch impact crater doors. There's power only doors for that bug I mentioned, where you can take a beam through item loss, as long as you don't switch back to power. You can. There's an option to make power conduits damageable by all beams. There's an option to remove any missile locks you want from the game, except for the one in Ruined Gallery. There's an option to remove the frigidite above ops room. Any room can be the starting room when you create a new save file. So you can start in the frigate, you can start in Talon, you can start in the impact crater, any room. And then any elevator can be sent to any room. Whereas before you could only go to other transport rooms.
Okay.
This is incredible.
Let's see.
Yeah.
And then I added some more plandos that you guys were posting in the in the permalink sharing, I rewrote the Plando creation guide to be more thorough and just like clean up the readme and stuff. So yeah, that'll be released today.
Nice.
Very exciting.
Can you turn off doors already? Make
Yep.
them untraversable?
Yeah, there's a disabled door.
Okay.
It instead of reflecting stuff, it's just a black door that just absorbs damage.
And hacks, I've posted a text version to really
But yeah, this was
understand it.
interesting. Like this, the 1.6 features that you brought in is definitely opening up a massive can of worms of what can be done now, because there was a lot of just weird situations I was put in. Like,
Yeah,
having to start with OP was torturous to begin with.
It was
I
really
knew you were gonna have heat damage.
Oh, did I?
Imagine making the entirety of fucking Cinderella actually require fairy.
Yeah, I didn't read that in my patch notes. Any room in the game can be superheated. You can make frigates superheated. You can make impact craters superheated. You can make back magmor superheated.
That is incredible. That is the most beautiful thing I've read this year.
It's so funny you should in this VOD because the first time TGC was in Main Plaza, he had all his equipment. Then he defeated Ridley, got warped to the frigate Orpheon, and lost all his items. Got the wave beam, went back to Chozo, and surprise! This room has heat damage.
Wait, what?
He lost the area.
He couldn't recollect the goodie.
Yep, I took all of the E-tanks in the first pass through, so by the time I got back there, I was like, oh shit. So I walked into Chozo, realised it was superheated, and went, right, I'm gonna go back to the ship and heal before I do any of this.
He also hadn't saved since, like, mines.
No, you saved one time.
I saved when I got to landing site the first time round, I think.
Okay, yeah. So if he died, he would have had to redo frigate and Ridley. And Root Cave.
Give me some.
Missile station was like, oh yay, I'm finally gonna get used, and TGC just activates me mod.
Let's go! No suits!
So this should let you beat the game as well.
Wait,
Well,
what?
If he had phase on suit, I mean.
Okay, yeah.
So someone
Yeah,
was
so-
asking, is it possible to make the end of the Prime fight work to anywhere?
I was looking at that. It's not an elevator that takes you to the credits. Like a transporter is what we call it in the modding, like files. It's not a transporter. It's a volume trigger that starts the credits. So I'm not sure, but it can be done. It's not easy. Or I don't know.
It's a volume trigger?
Yeah, you like touch something. Like there's like a trigger.
Right, gotcha. I thought you meant something to do with volume. I was just like, what?
Oh no, like physically.
Yeah.
You spend too much time thinking about music.
Nah, I wish I could say this.
Now, we obviously can't do Essence because we have to stand in phase on.
Wait, does this mean you can make impact crater heated? As someone's asked in chat. Oh my gosh!
Like give me some reading.
So did either of you do any more work the Santa Cruz did yesterday?
No, I didn't. I've been really... Sorry, I've been busy this entire week.
I've been slacking in general. Unless we're talking about something else now.
Something else.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, like, Toaster's helped us with Herd. You can you can have all the individual sound effects, and we're looking into recompiling the ISO so then you can modify the sound effects in the game. It's 100%. It's 100% doable. Cinemax has done it.
Yeah, he used he basically hex edited them back together. He stitched them together like a conservative.
Gotcha.
So it took him forever. Like he doesn't have a good pipeline for it.
And then everyone.
And me and Hunter aren't exactly all that knowledgeable with hex editing in the slightest. As far as I'm aware.
I'll do it. But there's been so many tools released since then. Supposedly Erd can do it, but Hex tried it, but his sound effect was like pitched up or something, so everything
Means it's probably in the wrong kilohertz. I wouldn't be surprised if it's even lower than 32. It might even be lower than 32.
It's at 2400.
Right.
Which is what I did render it to. I might have to try something different.
I found it so funny when Cinemax released the concept video saying, "Here, look at this concept. I can replace the beam sounds." What did everyone say in the video? "Oh, these sounds suck." And it's just like, that's not the point. The point is you can modify the sounds. Like, this is insane.
I don't think any. I think the fact that it's so easy to mod in different aspects of so many other different games that nobody realizes the scope of how big it is just for Prime material to be modified like that.
Yeah.
not a PC game. Not stored as INI config files. We don't even have the concept of shaders. Like the fact that Dolphin works at all is amazing.
I'm curious as to where the danger actually kicks in with Essence Fight. If the room's like all phase on. Whoa, that melts me. Holy shit, that ate through my tanks.
Yeah, you should have got at least an E-tank, if not an E-tank and a half from that.
Yeah, I don't see why they would have bothered making the phase on deal damage to you without phase on suit.
It doesn't. It literally does nothing, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, so what'll happen is you stand in the pool and you don't pull out the gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you don't get the phase-on beam. That's tied to the actual suit.
Mm-hmm.
You alright, Prime?
Never.
Ow. Ow.
Don't let that
Ow.
hit you. Don't let that hit you. That's gonna kill us.
Pause.
It landed on top of me.
Oh yeah, dude. Those ball attacks do so much damage. I think they're the strongest attack in the game.
Yeah.
It was doing damage over time as well. It wasn't literally just like a complete chunk of damage. It was burning me for the entire time.
Yep, plasma.
Oh, and you
those
have no
plasma
suit,
balls.
so it does even more damage than usual.
Yep.
No suits.
Good old power suit.
I meant to give you phase on suit so that you thought you could beat the boss.
Ah.
But yeah, I messed that
Did
up.
not realize you were streaming.
Oh yeah, no, we're all just photo bombing or audio bombing, I guess. Or auto bombing Chris's stream.
Right then, so I suppose last thoughts from myself on this was super fun, very interesting to see everything, like the various features that are available to us. It just goes to it's going to make it a very scary world as to what Plandos can be now. There's so many more features just constantly being added. The amount of work you're putting in on this is quite insane with the short amount of time that Plandos have been about. So I'm excited to see what happens and what start putting together with it.
Unfortunately, part of the speed of development comes from me just completely disregarding all the other versions of the game. So, like, this is just NTSC 1.0, and
I mean, that's the version most people prefer.
yeah. So, I'm sure if I supported all the other versions, I would go, a tenth as fast as I am. But that's why the other developers, right? They're really taking their time making sure all the bugs are worked out, all the versions are supported, everyone's happy. So, it's not that I'm a harder developer. I just have disregard for doing things the right way.
1.6, just to double check, will miss that one lock missile door in Ruined Gallery, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, that'll be a 1.7 thing.
Well, I might fix it right now. So
Or
yeah, in the next 24 hours, look for this in Prime General. If you're looking to see how you can make them, and I've rewritten the guide on how to make plandos, so now's a good time to get into it.
yeah, because I don't. We'll probably not see another significant release for a while? Question mark.
Yeah, development's slowing down, so. Yeah, on the radar for 1.7, just to give you something, I'm gonna look at these aren't promises, but I wrote down Tiny Samus so she can walk through Morphball tunnels. That'd be hilarious. I want to take the pirate in Frigate that shoots super fast, and I want to just put them all around the world. So he just does a ton of damage too. There's a couple unused layers in the game, like for example, Poison Water and Magma Pool, or Elite Pirates in Fendrana Drifts. I want to see if I can enable those. Let's see. What else is on here? I want to be able to drain water or add water to rooms.
The that was actually fully expecting me to walk into a room that had like water physics.
And how to do jumps off of stuff that you're usually in air.
Yeah. That would be exciting.
That's probably gonna be in the next one. That seems straightforward. So.
Imagine fighting Thardus while the room is underwater.
Oh
no.
Yeah, you could barely morph ball roll out of the way of his attacks in air.
And that brings up a really interesting question. Do spider ball tracks work underwater?
Huh. Probably.
Oh.
Maybe there's an exploit where you go like super fast or something stupid.
Also,
or grapple beam for that matter.
I think the way space jump works is that it literally just increases the amount of jumps you have. So you can set. I think it's possible to set space jump to an arbitrary amount, like 99 jumps, for example. I think that's how it works in Echoes, at least. So that could be another patch idea.
I was actually thinking that, like, improving, like, with each space jump boot that you pick up, you get an additional jump. Because I was thinking that if we end up with tiny model Samus, right, there might be situations where she can't get up certain ledges without having more than one jump, or more than two jumps, potentially.
I just like that would be correlated if size and the amount of distance you jump is. I don't know if that's correlated. I wouldn't think so.
True. Though it would be interesting if it was, though, because then it could be a case that you walk into Chozo Plaza and you literally just R-jump the entire room because you're doing like 5 or 6 different jumps.
That would break so many things, though. Like two jumps is already way too much for most of this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it would be hilarious.
Yeah, as like the late game item, or
more
a floaty jump.
Another thing Dark Zero was looking into was a bomb jump expansion, so you could use drop 5 bombs.
So you can
I think Dark Zero said that was really difficult to do, actually. After looking into it some more.
Yeah, like another thing that was like, oh, you can make it infinite bomb jumps.
Oh, I did see that.
That would be much easier to implement, but then also much more broken. But then again, potential, right? All these different ideas.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also on my list is a grapple beam door.
Yeah.
Having the Aether box be smaller, so you know Aether jumps in bounds.
Ugh.
Well, that would be interesting.
You just need Morph Ball to just go downhill.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
What even happens if you walk up a ramp in Aether? Does the Aether win, or?
No, you walk up. You walk up the ramp.
That's
Okay.
a good one.
I'm pretty certain you'd walk up the ramp. It's still solid, probably.
Right, so just for chat, I'm going to go on an intermission as we figure out what the next thing that we're going to do is. I'm undecided on what we're going to do with the next 2-3 hours or so. So I'm going to go quickly on an intermission and figure that plan out. Alright, chat? So we'll be back shortly.